Get the hell out, chump.
Oh God! Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am Captain Clayton, and you are not. And in today's GTA Online episode, I'm doing Cars from Movies Part 2. If you haven't seen Part 1, I recommend that you go watch that before you watch this one, because it's going to be way better, because the sequel is always shit. So we'll go watch that one first. But the first car I'm going to show you right now is the car from the movie Faster, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Not a lot of people actually know this movie for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's a good movie. It's got a lot of action and it's got a good story. Yeah, but this is the car that the main character, The Rock, drives around in. It's fun to drive, actually. It's the, what is it, the Sabre Turbo? It's not a bad car at all. And right after that, we have the car from the movie Christine. Here's Christine herself, the Stephen King famous car. There's a picture of it from the movie. It's a fun car to make. To get the inside the way you do, or the way I have it there, I do believe you have to Benny this thing, which I already had done, so I can't remember if you can do it on its own. And this is Eleanor from the movie Gone with 60 Seconds. This is Nicolas Cage's car. The movie has a lighter color. I kind of fucked that one up, but I don't think I have the chrome unlocked, or one of those other silvers unlocked to have actually made it the way it is in the movie. But this is close enough, and it kind of looks just like it otherwise. And here we have the getaway car from the movie Baby Driver. As you can see in the top right hand of your screen right now, this is the intro to the movie. And this is what I kind of watched to try and make this car. It's the Sultan inside the game. It's fun to drive. It actually drives really well for a cheap car, and it is cheap. I did not Benny this whatsoever. It's quick, and it's cool, and the movie was good too, so good for your GTA for having that car. And now we have the Ford GT from the movie Ford versus Ferrari. There's a picture of it right there. Now, the crew emblem would look a lot better if you had a crew emblem that had the number 1. I do not, and I wasn't planning on doing that just for the sake of the video. But this is the best that I could have done with what I have. The colors, I think, are close. And yeah, let's move on to the next one, which is the van from the movie or TV show A-Team, or movie if you really think about it. The only thing that I couldn't do was get that gray tint. But you can get something close enough with the black steel or whichever. Once it's outside, you can actually kind of see some gray to it. And I think it looks pretty good. Everyone recognizes this right away. And this is the Supra from the Fast and the Furious movie. I think Paul Walker drives it. Here it is on screen there. I don't really care for the Fast and the Furious movies. I just owned this car and needed to put it in a garage, so here it is. If you like it, there, have a good look at it, but let's move on. This is actually the van from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's Jeff Spicoli coming out of the van. They smoked up in there. And that's what he drove to school and got really high and went to class and ordered pizza right to his friggin' desk. I know that guy. That's what he said. And now we've got the car from Lethal Weapon. This is Roger Murtaugh's station wagon. Here you see it on screen here. It's a bit of a stretch, and if you actually did watch my very first video of Cars from Movies, this is the exact same car I used for the Griswold's family truckster. All I did was Benny merge it to get the white wall on the wheel, and it took off the roof racks. But it's the same car, and I don't really have a use for it, so it's probably going to leave this garage after I find something better to put there. And last but not least, we have everyone's favorite, the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard TV series, and it's also in the movie. There it is on screen. You obviously can't have the Confederate flag, so just like everyone else on YouTube that made Cars for a Movie garage, they just put the American flag up on top. But here you have it. There's part 2 of my Cars for a Movie garage. I hope you did enjoy this video. I want to say thanks to all of you that did make some comments of which cars would look good in a garage. I have taken that into consideration, and hopefully you find your suggestions in this garage right here. If you do have more suggestions, please let me know, and maybe I'll make a third garage for all of you. And to everyone that told me in my first video that Mr. Bean's car is actually green and not yellow, fuck that. It's always looked yellow on my TV screen, and that's why I made it yellow. But other people have chimed in and said that it was green, so maybe you guys are right, so maybe I'll make an adjustment to that soon. But that's going to be the end of the video for the day. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and follow me over on Twitter and Instagram. And thanks so much for watching, and until next time, take care of yourself and each other.